So today we're going to be covering how to color correct and conceal the dark circles, so you can go from this to that. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sharina. So in today's video, I'm kind of doing like a back to basics look, and we're going to be focusing on color correcting and concealing the dark under eyes, or just covering up your under eye bags. I'm going to show you the method that I use, and I hope you guys like it. And if you want to see how I achieve this, then please keep watching. I've applied my face cream, which is my Clicks Even Tone Moisturizer, and I even applied it underneath my eyes, so you don't really need an eye cream to hydrate. You can just go in with your moisturizer because eye creams are quite pricey. But you're gonna go in with a tiny amount just to make sure that your under eye is moisturized but not too greasy, because then the makeup will separate and you will get creasing. Now, a little bit of creasing is normal. Have like eye bags or a crease that's already underneath your eye. Makeup will settle in there eventually throughout the day, but it shouldn't be like too intense of a creasing. So I have my foundation on, and I purposely skip applying foundation underneath my eye because we don't want to add too much product under your eye. So if I have to go in with foundation, concealer, a brightening concealer, powder, and then bake too many layers, you are bound to get creasing underneath your eye. So if you have dark circles like me and you're my complexion or darker, you definitely want to start off with color correcting. The color corrector, this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and it's in the shade, well, it's orange. So this neutralizes dark tones or purple tones. So I'm going to apply some of this underneath my eye. You can do this step before your foundation or after, it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna focus it in hollow under my eye. Spread it out. So if you have a lot of red pigment on your skin, you wanna go in with a green color corrector. And if you have a lot of grayish tones on your skin, you wanna go in with a purple to neutralize it. So I'll leave that and I'll let it sit on my skin for about a minute or so, and then you can maybe do your eyebrows. So I'm just filling my eyebrows in with a dark brown shadow. I'm not going to be focusing so much on the makeup look today. We're just going to focus on how to conceal and prevent creasing on our under eye. So you can use a fluffy brush, or you can go in with your finger. So as you can see already, that neutralized the dark tones that I had underneath my eye. Go in with a concealer that is your complexion, and this is going to further color correct. If we go in with a concealer right now that is way too light, it's going to look ashy and cast a shadow on the face and really accentuate this little like divot. In with my Catrice Cosmetics True Skin concealer, and I'm in the shade 060 Neutral Fudge. So I'm going to apply it. I'll apply it like this, and then I'll apply a little bit to the outside because I do have pigmentation on the outside as well. And if you do not have dark circles like mine, you wouldn't need this much. And we're going to use the same method of just letting it sit on our skin and blending it. That way we can use less product, but because it's drying down, it's higher coverage. I hope that makes sense. Go and conceal underneath my brows just a little bit. So I did get some feedback from my sister, and she was like, why are you so close to the camera? So I hope that this angle is much better. I mean, I'm not in all up in your grill. So if you haven't plucked your eyebrows, it's just gonna neaten it up. Certain concealers, if you leave it to sit underneath your eyes for a while, they start to burn a little bit, but don't be alarmed because concealer They're not going to do anything to your eye. Well, I would hope not. But I think because it's just placed close to your eye, so it has that sensation. So let's go ahead and blend it out. And I'm going to blend while I look up. So it's blending it not, when I look up, the creases are like flattened out. I'm tapping. I'm not doing this. I'm tapping it into my skin. Foundation for my mouth so I don't look insane. So at this point, if you're okay with how this looks, you can go ahead and sit with powder. But I'm going to take it one step further because this is how I like my makeup to be done. I'm going to use a lighter shaded concealer that's 2 shades lighter than my complexion, and I'm going to brighten up the under eye. You guys have seen me do this in my videos. I brighten up the under eye and the center of my face, and this way we just add dimension. Because if you look at my face right now, like nothing stands out, it's just flat. So when we go in with concealer and contour, we just add a bit of life back to the face. Going in with my quick face palette, and I'm going to pick up some concealer on my brush. So at this point, I'll just go ahead and highlight the center of my face because this is what I would usually do. And I like this product because it is a cream, and when it has time to warm up like on your skin, it blends really nicely. So now that I've done this, I'm going to blend it out first, then I'm going to go in with the contour. This is the time to plug you. If you do not follow me on Instagram, please do, and TikTok. I post most often every second day on those apps, and if you just want to see more content from me, please feel free to follow and like my videos. I will have my handles on the screen as well as down in the description box. And I just wanted to let you know about that. So let's go ahead and blend this out. When I highlight these parts, they bring them forward. And when I go ahead and contour, which I will in a minute, those parts disappear, or not disappear, they give the illusion of being more sunken, which is why people contour or bronze their cheekbones, so they can have the supermodel cheekbones. And I have a big forehead, so I want to shrink it, and let's do my cheekbones. Do a little bit of my jawline, and of course my nose. Let me know if you guys want a video. Follow the shape of my nose, but I like to give the illusion that my nose is skinny and I have a cute button nose, even though I absolutely do not. Just buff that into the skin and keeping it concentrated on those areas. Go in with the light shade just underneath that contour to make the cheekbones pop. I have my Essence All About Matte, and I have the MRP. These are both loose powders. Go in with a compact powder if that's the only thing you have. It works just as good. So I have some of my translucent powder, and I'm going to add the Mr. Price Banana Powder. And I have a powder puff like this, or the powder puffs that you can get from China Plaza or wherever that look like this. These I got from Shein, but they're also available on Takealot. If you're someone who's older and you have older skin, I would suggest going in with a fluffy brush and setting your under eyes with that. So after I'm done blending that out in and apply this powder here, but there's too much on my sponge, so I'm going to dust this off onto my hand like this and rub it in. Don't worry, you're not rubbing the powder where you're rubbing it into the sponge. And then while I'm looking up, I'm going to just press this into my under eyes. Definitely tell that there's like a difference. It's taken away the shine end. just go in and press that into my skin. Also on my eyelid. I'm just going to set the areas with my powder puff that usually get sweaty and crease, which is my laugh lines. And for the rest of my face, I'll go in with a brush and lightly set. At this point, our under eyes should be looking pretty fresh and dark circles not visible, totally optional. But I like to go in and bake with a little bit of that yellow powder and apply it. I know it looks scary. So I'll tap it and also dust it away. The under eyes are looking pretty snatched and the dark circles are no more. And that's what's important. But make sure you get enough sleep. If you can afford to, use a good eye cream to help with the dark circles and the wrinkles. Remember, you have to start at a young age to prevent the wrinkles. So this is it for this tutorial. I'm going to finish up with the makeup and then I'll be back. So this is the complete makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this and learned some tips and tricks how to prevent under eye creasing and just overall color correct and conceal your dark circles. This is what the under eyes are looking like so far. They haven't creased yet. Let me know what back to basics video you guys would like to see next. And don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.